Welcome to the Essentials of Studying in Wageningen video for the master's programs here at the university. I'm Julia and I'm your host and also a student here at the university. I think it would be nice to start off with a brief introduction.
Hello, my name is Francisco Presas and I have studied here the Master in Aquaculture and Marine Resource Management.
I'm René Kwakkel. I'm Program Director of Animal Sciences as well as Associate Professor in Animal Nutrition.
My name is Renske van Dijk and I work as an International Students Advisor.
So I guess the first question is, why Wageningen?
That's a really good question. Wageningen University is the largest education and research institute in the Netherlands with a really focused domain on agriculture but also environmental sciences and social sciences.
The fact is as well that it's a very relatively small university, but it's unique in that sense, with a lot of students living in one spot in Wageningen, with only one shopping street, so to say. But that means that you meet many people from all different nationalities, and that combined with a very high level of education as well.
So then as a student, what made you choose Wageningen?
Well, I got to know about Wageningen because it was placed high in the rankings. So first I looked at the rankings and then because I wanted to go to a good university. And then I went more in depth into the Wageningen University website, and that is when I found that all the master courses were focused on life science, on sustainability, on environmental sciences, and everything what you can do in Wageningen is related to this field. So as my interest was within biology and the environmental sciences, I said, oh wow, I can do almost all of these masters. So then I went through all the masters, and then I chose the program I liked the most. But I chose Wageningen for the focus on life science and for being a very good university that rated in the rankings. Yeah.
And then so you mentioned the ranks. Could you say a little bit more about how Wageningen is ranked against other universities?
Well, we are of course the top one university in the world. No, basically we are quite high ranked in agricultural sciences, but as well in life sciences. We are sometimes switching in agricultural sciences with UC Davis in the US. Place 1 and 2, so to say. But we're also quite high in other rankings, as you can see over here.
Mm-hmm. And what makes the Netherlands itself so attractive for potential students?
I would say it's a small country, but it's centrally located in the EU. So if you come from a country non-EU, you will get a visa and you can easily travel all over Europe. And also in the Netherlands itself, there's quite a lot to offer. You can easily go by train to Amsterdam or to another city. And Wageningen is centrally located in the Netherlands.
I totally agree with that. During my studies here, I got the opportunity to travel all over Europe and also all over the Netherlands. Besides being in Wageningen, it's a very international city, and I got to know people all over the world. Mm-hmm. So I think this is what makes Wageningen attractive. Like the Netherlands, of course, it's great, but Wageningen it has a lot to offer as well. It has more than 100 nationalities here. So I think it's pretty attractive to international students.
And I guess then we should talk a little bit about the main reason why students come to Wageningen is the master's programs themselves.
Yeah, right. Well, we have 3 larger domains within our university: environmental sciences, social sciences and life sciences, and they all comprise 29 on-campus programs and 3 online programs, so to say.
So how are the courses structured throughout the 2 years?
We have no semesters in Wageningen. We have a 6-period program with 4 periods that are covering 2 months, so to say, and every student has a morning and an afternoon course. But there are 2 other periods in the middle of the academic year that only are surrounded around 1 month. So you have 1 course in 1 month. And you see that some students like the parallel way of getting courses to take. Some students also like it to have a short course and then directly the examination.
Yeah, it seems like it could be kind of very intense.
Well, it is intense, of course, but the good thing is that you don't have 5 or 6 parallel courses throughout the year. You only have mostly 2 courses, basically, and you can finally do your examination after that. All exams are, for those type of courses in Wageningen, written exams. But there are also resits every year. We have 2 resit periods and students can do that in consecutive years, so to say. If you have a lower mark, but it's still sufficient, you cannot do a reset.
Okay.
So that's something that everybody should consider, so to say.
How did you find the structure when you first arrived?
I found the structure very appealing because, as you said, you don't have like 5 courses in 6 months, and then at the end you have to have many exams within the same week. So I really like to have only 2 courses in 2 months, and then do the exam, and then I do the exam, and then I move on. So I really like it, and many students also quite like this scheduling. So it's intense, rewarding, and then you move on. So it's very quick.
And we've been talking about the on-campus master's programs, but is the online master's program structure a bit different?
Yeah, it's definitely structured different. There you see that we have all those consecutive periods, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
So every time a student takes online one course and then finish that course with an examination and then take the other course. So it's a little bit different oriented because that makes it easier. Also for the lecturers.
Of course. And so then how was it working with a bunch of people from different nationalities?
Well, at the beginning it's hard because you also have to learn how to deal with other nationalities, and you also have to adapt to this international arena. But all the students are in the same situation, and you can see how you progress over the years. So you learn how you can adapt to other cultures, and I think this is key because we are in a multicultural world nowadays, and you learn here how to do it. So it has its challenges, but it's really rewarding.
How many of the students would you say happen to be from other cultures besides from Dutch nationalities?
In a percentage, it would be 40% or so in the master programs.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's quite a large group. Yeah.
So we try to build a kind of an international classroom, and not only in the lecture halls, but also during group work. You see that many lecturers try to mix those different nationalities in order to get used to each other, so to say. And that helps a lot. We try to build here in Wageningen a world citizens, so to say. And I think that's quite nice.
And when you were studying here, did you find that it was easy to find all your classes and to find a place to study?
Yes, totally. Here the facilities are great. You have 2 main buildings, Orium and Forum, where you have lecture classes, laboratory classes there as well. The libraries are also there, and so they have good facilities. They also have other buildings where other departments are located, and everything is located on the campus. So it's everything walking distance or biking distance, so because we are in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to find the classes, totally, yeah.
And what can a student do to blow off steam after class?
Wow, well, you can go to the sports center. They offer really cheap sports. So you can do swimming, you can do football. There are different associations. You even have Quidditch within it.
Really?
Yeah, they don't fly yet, but
Okay.
well, they're working on it. And so you can do basically many sports here. Then you can also go in the surroundings. You are located in a very green area. You have the Veluwe, which is like a natural park of the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Rhine as well. So in summer, when there is nice weather, you can go to the river. And then you have the botanical park, the Arboretum here in Wageningen,
Nice.
which I love to relax, you know. So I would recommend those.
And are there any clubs or activities for master students to join? I know there's activities for bachelor students, but how does it look like for master students?
Yeah, there are also for master students. There are more than 100 study associations. And but for international students, I would recommend ISN and ISO, which are the mainly focus on internationals. And then there you can take international kitchens. You can cook for other students. You can also follow English courses, French courses. You can learn another language taught by other students. You have art classes, Zumba, salsa.
That sounds amazing.
Many things, yeah.
So for a student looking to apply to the university, what are the admission requirements?
Yeah, one of the most important things is that the bachelor should be related to the master program that they want to apply to. So there should be a relation between the bachelor that you did in your home country and the master that you are interested in. Then the GPA that you have should be at least 70%, And you should do an English test, and the English language requirements are the final thing that are measured when you apply to a program.
And then what are the specific English language requirements?
Yeah, we normally ask for an IELTS or a TOEFL test. There are some other tests, but I often mention these two. And it depends. Some programs are a level 1 program and others are level 2. You should check in a list whether it applies to the program that you are interested in. For example, IELTS, you need to have a 6 or a 6.5. Yeah.
And where could I find this list?
It is on the internet. Yeah, that's the best place to find it.
And so once a student gets into the university, what do the study expenses look like and the living expenses? And are there any opportunities for scholarships?
Yeah, if you are looking for a scholarship, you should take a look at the grantfinder.nl website. There's an overview of all the available scholarships. So you should first select your nationality and then you can find a full list of scholarships available. And study expenses for on-campus programs are about 18,600 euros per year tuition fee. And for the EU students, it's about 2,000 euros. And the main difference is that it's subsidized by the government. And the living expenses are around 10,000 euro per year. Everything's per year. And for the online programs, it's a 4-year program, and the study expenses for non-EU are 10,000 euros. And for EU, it's the same as for the on-campus programs.
Per year, right?
Per year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then did you find as a student that it was expensive living here in Wageningen?
Well, it always depends if you have a expensive way of life, but Wageningen in general is quite cheap, especially if you compare it with other cities like Amsterdam or Copenhagen or Rotterdam, for instance. So in Wageningen you can find cheap housing and cheap food. So it's within what you have said, like around 10,000 euros per year.
So if a prospective student wants to learn more about Wageningen University but can't make it to campus, what options do they have?
Yeah, one of the nice things is that we do offer free online courses. So if you want to experience what it's like to study in Wageningen, you can already do a free online course. They are on the EDX platform and we offer about 20 online courses. And if you want to know more about the specific program, you can also ask a student coach, which is a student currently enrolled in one of the programs, and he or she is able to answer from his or her own experience. We do offer also online open days. You can book a Skype session, or if you are able, visit campus during the open day.
Thank you guys for your time and all the interesting information that you've shared. I know I've definitely learned a lot, and I'm sure you have too. But if you still have questions, please feel free to email us at students@word.nl or schedule a Skype meeting, or to check out the video, Join Us in Wageningen. Hope to see you soon.